Hey guys, welcome to Talks by Nira. I'm Nira Nagarajan and this is 1 year of tailoring words. So, it has already been a year since I have published my first book, Tailoring Words. It was never an easy journey for me to reach here. Since the day I started to write till now, it's like a race which I love the most. Today, I'm here to celebrate the first anniversary of Tailing Words with you guys. Writing a poem, publishing it, that wasn't a dream, that came to me from the beginning. Writing poetry was actually a little curiosity of mine. It was during my school days. I have already learned the raw note taken in the smaller classes, but the impact of that poem came in my 9th standard when I had to learn it once again. That was when I decided to try to write something which is not so perfect as it is, but still it should be a poem. The one that I wrote then was so similar to that poem, but the context, the themes was different. It was about a small girl who gets lost in the woods, and then later on she meets another girl who was already alone there. She saw her tears, she saw how lonely she was, but before she could reach to her eyes opened. Yeah, it was a dream. So that was my first poem. I was so confused whether I should write again or not. My friends did support me, but I didn't have that full confidence. I never had it, but the thing was that I never stopped writing. Later on, I gave that same poem for the school magazine, and that's where my English teacher saw it. And that's where the first milestone came. After reading the poem, she told me it was really good. Yeah, I needed a lot of edits, and there were many errors which I have to rectify and come. She helped me in that. She made that poem, edited it into the most beautiful. That was the beginning of Tailing Verse, or the journey of my writing. So it has been a year since I have published Tailing Verse. As I have told before, the journey wasn't smooth. It was so rough because I didn't know anything about the post publishing marketing and because I have never done the pre-marketing as well, because I was so blind when I got into the world of published books. Yeah, it was a long struggle. Yes, my book isn't any bestseller types, but for the ones who have read that, it was best for them. Yeah, the book has many errors. I should say that because from the prelude till the end, there are many grammatical errors, there are spelling errors, which I have kept as it is, because these poems are written during a time period of 6 years. So you can imagine how my writing has traveled through this much. You can feel that in each and every poem, because the first poem which I have kept is the first poem which I have written in my life, but I have made small changes in it but still, it is somewhat similar to that. From that till the last poem, you can clearly see how my writing skills have changed, how I have changed myself, how my perspective towards the life has changed. Telling verse wasn't that poem which I wanted to publish. The poems in them were never meant for publishing. I wrote them in my most darkest times of my life and the brightest as well. I wrote those emotions which I wanted to scream out to the world, but for some reasons I had suppressed them within me. The poems in the book are those poems. The verses, the tales are created from my own emotions. It wasn't an easy task for me. You don't want to share it to anyone, but you have to share it yourself, but you want to share it to someone, but your introverted self is not ready to speak about it to anyone. But everything felt fine. As it went on, it was the most beautiful, wonderful, enlightening things which I have wrote for myself. I never knew what to do, how to do, and all. Yeah, I did some studies about it, but still, to choose the right publishing house, it was a big job. And I never knew what all should I do, whom all should I mail it. And that was when I got a chance to learn creative writing in my college. It was during that time when on one day I got a small idea that I should ask the teacher who was teaching me about it. So I just told my best friend about this, and she was like, "You're going to ask her." I was like, "Okay, fine, let's the class end." My introverted self started to pull me inside. Like, how about going after the class? How about going after tomorrow or day after tomorrow? But she was like, "No. If it becomes tomorrow, you are not gonna go. Even if after the class ends, you're not gonna stay. You are going to pull back. So you are going to talk to her now." It was break time. So I was so tense. My social anxiety kicked in, and I was literally shivering when I reached towards her. Yeah, my best friend was with me, and that was my strength. But yeah, when I asked her, she was so humble. She's one of that person who made my dream come true. She made me meet the author Alaikbal, who is actually my senior. So that was the next step towards publishing. Actually, I asked her help. I selected Notion Press through her, but it wasn't for Taylor's. That is the true story. It wasn't for Taylor's. It was for my first debut novel. Yeah, you might have seen some glimpses from the book in my page, but yeah, still, it was for that book. I wanted to publish it last year, but instead I got to publish Taylor's. For my readers and other friends on Instagram and all. Thank you so much for your support. The ones who have read it has told me it is really good. I know it is not my best one, but for the first book, it is the best. Thank you so much for your support. Yeah, there are many people who still supports me, like Pankaj Bhaiya and Aishwarya, who constantly supports me a lot. Yeah, they have been by my side. So when it comes to books to grammars, yeah, there are many wonderful people. There are many wonderful authors who have supported me. But still, when it comes to books to grammar, these two are special for me. And of course, the TLB Digital City. When I first joined there, I was like, what am I going to do? There are many talented people. Even the founder of the literary book club is an author. The TLB Digital City has given me many opportunities, like the book of the week, the author of the week, interviews. Yeah, I had a chance to participate in the reality show. So they have been also a part of my journey with Tailing Words. So thank you for joining Talks by Nira once again for the 1 year celebration of my book Tailing Words. If you want to read it, please do check the description box for the link of the book. It is available on Amazon, Flipkart and Notion Bristol. Please do like and comment a small wish for the book, or if you have any queries or suggestions about the video or the book, please do comment it down below. And please don't forget to subscribe if you are new here.